Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be showing you how to use kitchen scraps to make compost and a fermented liquid fertilizer that you can use in your garden. First, we will sort through the scraps and break them down into smaller pieces so it will be easier for the process of composting and fermentation. Using kitchen scraps in your garden is a sustainable and cost-effective way to boost soil health. As they break down, organic scraps release vital nutrients to improve soil structure and create an ideal habitat for beneficial organisms like earthworms, which ultimately leads to stronger, more productive plants. Food scraps like vegetable peels, fruit rinds, and coffee grounds introduces valuable micronutrients like nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus back into the earth. As the scraps decompose, they turn into organic matter, humus, which helps heavy clay soil to drain better and allows sandy soil to retain moisture and essential nutrients. The scraps also attracts worms and natural soil microbes which thrive on breaking down organic matter, aerating your soil naturally as they work. And by using food scraps, we also reduces waste. The best scraps to use are vegetables and fruit peels, leftover bits from carrots, celery, and potatoes. They break down quickly and are rich in nutrients. Coffee grounds, which are great for adding nitrogen to the soil, and when spread on top of the ground, can help deter common pests. Also crushed eggshells. They add calcium to the soil, which is incredibly helpful if you are growing plants susceptible to blossom end rot, like tomatoes or peppers. My onions went bad on me. By the time I checked into the bag, they have already started to sprout. You can regrow this sprouted portion and you will get something called chives or green onions as it is also known. I previously added some scraps to this container to be composted. As you will see, I found some pieces that haven't yet broken down. Now I'll be adding the scraps to the soil. I will be removing any seeds such as the mango seeds so we won't have any sprouting going on in the compost. Now this composting process should last about, say, 3 to 4 weeks, after which you can use the compost in the garden. Remember to turn the compost every 2 to 3 days and wet it down at the same time to help with the composting process. Now you can place a cover over the container, but not too tight. Just leave some space for air to help with the composting process and also to prevent it from gathering mold. Now I will show you the process for the liquid fertilizer. In this bucket, I already have some water. I have lined the bucket with a garbage bag, a plastic garbage bag, to make cleanup much easier after the process has been completed. I will now be adding the scraps which I've been saving in the refrigerator. I'll be adding them now to the container with the water. It is a very simple process. You need not be intimidated at all. I will also be adding the cuttings from the pruning of my tomato plants a few days ago. I have uploaded that video. You can go and check it out. I'll have the link in the description box below. Now I'll be cutting these clippings in smaller pieces so it will be much easier to break down. These tomato clippings will also add nutrients to this fertilizer as well. I will now be adding the remainder of the clippings, which were cut beforehand. This fermenting process will take 2 weeks. You should stir it on a daily basis to ensure that it is fermenting properly and that there are no maggots forming in the liquid. At this point, the mixture will start to smell really bad, but the plants really thrive on it. To use this fertilizer, you will need to first dilute it with water in a ratio of 1 part fertilizer to 10 parts water. In this way, you won't burn your plants. You will need to strain this liquid before using. Apply the diluted fertilizer to the soil around the base of each plant, and this will provide an immediate boost of nutrients to the plants. Repeat every 10 days. Now we will place a cover on the container, but not too tight, just leaving enough space for air to get through, which will help with the fermentation process. If you find this information helpful, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this.